Good evening, everyone. Orestis and Mira here. We hope you're having an amazing day. So today we are here at Icon Siam. As you can see, we're on the SkyTrain platform. The traffic is passing right beneath us, and we are getting ready to have some dinner here. As you can see, here is the entrance to Icon Siam, big shopping mall here in Bangkok. We're about to go have a dinner at Flow. Flow is a restaurant hosted by Hilton here, the Hilton Hotel at Icon Siam. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful evening here in Bangkok. We're about to start heading to the hotel now, and we'll see you there. Let's go.
Cooperate with the inspection for the safety of all visitors.
We went through the check. So this is the shopping center with all the high-end luxury brands. They have pretty much boutiques from all the luxury brands you can imagine. We obviously won't be doing any shopping today. That's a little bit above our budget, but as it's on our way to the restaurant, we decided to pass through this. And here we are, close to the river and the backyard of the shopping mall. Nice little area here, full of people. Nice little cafe here with the vines hanging from the ceiling. We couldn't pass up the opportunity to go through the mall and the food court here with all the amazing stalls selling everything from handmade items, cosmetics, and of course food. This mall is truly spectacular. The area that it covers is just gigantic, and you can find pretty much anything, even some things for a better price. And as we finally came through the other side of the shopping mall, we were greeted by the hotel with a lovely little pond at the entrance. Had to pass through a parking lot and finally reach the entrance. And here we are, Flow. We saw a reservation and we are being shown to the table immediately. Oh, it looks like we're gonna have a table by the window. How lucky.
A supply Fanta orange, some orange juice, pineapple juice, guava juice, hot tea, hot coffee, and some still water. And for your booking, you still have the welcome drink like non-alcohol and with alcohol. Do you prefer some
We can drink with alcohol, right?
with alcohol? And you choose เลยค่ะ
Thank you. So we have been situated to our table by the attentive staff. Very attentive staff, as you can see. Within seconds, they even delivered our drink. So we get some kind of alcoholic drink here. Very fresh. I don't know if this is our alcoholic drink. Tastes a little bit like lemonade. Very nice and refreshing. Perfect for the hot weather now. We have been seated right next to the window, so we get to enjoy the lovely view here, river view. The ambience here is just perfect. Very nicely decorated and very relaxing. Let's explore what this buffet has to offer. Let's check it out. Here it looks like it is a mini sushi station. Some sashimi and some assorted sushi here. Here we have more seafood, some mussels, some snow crab, and my favorite, the razor clam. You can see the wonderful chefs here, they're hard at work. And some fresh oysters. You can see many different types of oysters. Thank you. Cream pumpkin soup, potato gratin, mixed vegetables, baked eggplant with plant-based, no meat substitute, pork tenderloin in mushroom cream sauce. That looks amazing. We will have some of that later for sure. Some chicken in white wine sauce. Some duck breast supreme in cassis juice. So this is like the black currant juice probably. Also looks very interesting. Snapper fillet in Bagna Cauda sauce. No idea what that is, but it seems to be a very light yellow sauce. Pasta with garlic and chili. A big parmesan wheel here. And here we have a small carving station. Here the carving station, they have some pork by the looks of it. Small grilled seafood station here. Grilled squid egg, local snails and river prawn. And back here some decoration, some fresh seafood. Some materials for instant noodles and soup. Steamed brown and white rice. Stir-fried chicken with cashew nuts. Stir-fried squid with salt egg. Steamed sea bass with chili and lime. Red curry with roasted duck. Wow, that looks amazing. We will have that. And what looks to be a pad thai here. And here a small Indian station. They have dal tadka, chicken tikka, shrimp tandoori, cauliflower korma, and a fish tikka. And the naan bread, I'm assuming, has run out. They will bring it back later. The buffet also extends to that side as well. Here we have more things. And back there we have some cheese and some other goodies. I think they might have some specialty items back there. Let's check it out. Oh, so here they have the ham. And they have Greek olives as well from Kalamata. Kalamata are the best olives to eat by themselves. Pickled onion, some smoked salmon, the baba ganoush. And here we have some cold cuts with mortadella, copa ham, parma ham, and bellota lomo. No idea what this is. Up here we have salmon in different variations, some mackerel, and a seafood terrine, along with some condiments. And down here, some salad items, not as interesting as the rest, but they also have beef salad, Mediterranean seafood salad. Okay, so they have some a little bit more extravagant salads. And up here also some fruit, some dried fruit and nuts. Here we can see the cheese station. We will see this in more detail later. Wonderful desserts here. I have to say this is the favorite part of the buffet, always. And this one just looks amazing. And even the ice cream here looks just great. Everything looks just so amazing. Let's get started. What do you think, Mira? Let's go.
Hungry.
Let's grab a plate.
I will help you.
So let's get started. I think we will skip the ham for now because right here they have very nice items. I want the salmon. I will take some of that salmon, smoked salmon. Let's take a good amount. And also a little bit with beetroot. Smoked mackerel, maybe later. The seafood terrine looks amazing. Let's have one piece of that, if we can get it out. Comes out easily. We will try the ham that we don't know, the copa ham, and some of the bellota lomo. Just one because this seems quite spicy maybe. Carrot in Evo parsley. This looks just something I have no idea what it could taste like, so we will try it. The rest of the salad we're not huge fans of. This one looks kind of good, but I think we will skip for now. And from the cheese, I think we will try quite a few things because I like cheese. Let's try some of this one. Seems to be a Spanish cheese. Let's also try a piece of that, big pieces. This one you can cut by yourself. I have cut a little, let's take it. I always wanted to try this one, the mimolette. People say this one is good. So let's take a piece. So that will be everything for now from the station. Let's put it on the table and also get some hot food. And it looks like our cocktails have arrived. Table already looks pretty colorful. So let's take a sip of it. Oh wow, this actually is not watermelon. It's some kind of berries maybe. I think it's berries. And let's go back to the hot food stations. Let's get some razor clams. I think we will skip the mussels for now, but we will get some of the crab for sure. And a piece for Mira too. Smaller piece and a bigger piece as well. And the last one, a different kind of piece. Maybe one shrimp or two. Here the oyster station. Somebody crab. Hello. Which one is the best? All good? Okay. This is the Fin de Claire oyster. Let's get one. This is smaller oyster by the looks of it. And let's take some of the vinaigrette for the oyster. Maybe a little bit too much. I'm not gonna put all of it. Okay, I think that's enough. Some of the shallot. And of course, Mira needs her spicy sauce. And what sauce do we get? Cocktail sauce. Let's get some. Actually, let's get some tartare sauce. Doesn't want to come off. I think that's enough. And a little bit of the cocktail sauce for variety's sake. Here is the cooked food. I think we're skipping the pumpkin soup. Maybe we'll have some of the potato gratin though. Nice, creamy potato gratin. And maybe a little bit of the crust as well. It disintegrated, it's okay. Veggies, I think we will skip. Baked eggplant with plant-based, no meat substitutes. No, thank you. This one though just looks amazing. The pork tenderloin in mushroom green sauce. We will take this lovely piece right here. One for Mira as well. And some of the mushrooms too. Kinda elusive, but we got some. I think the chicken is with the skin though, so it will be a little bit too much work. We will skip it for now. Because here they have duck, which is the superior poultry. And maybe a little bit more for Mira. We know she likes duck too. Next we have some snapper fillet. This has a weird sauce. Let's try this sauce a little. Let's take a piece with the nice crust. Hello. Can we have some meat? A small piece of both. Just a small one. Open crab. Maybe a little bit from this too. Thank you. Some of the red wine sauce. And finally, Mira wants her snails. You can put some. get some of the snails, Mira. Very nice. And maybe some of the squid too. So the plate has been separated in meats and seafood. Let's go back to the table one time and we can come again for more. So let's start with some appetizers first. Let's start with a cold cheese and seafood. What should we start first? I want to try this seafood roll here. Seems to be some mashed seafood wrapped with some seaweed. Let's give this piece a try. Oh, it falls apart already. Wow. And it is indeed mashed seafood. I think there is some crab in there, some shrimp definitely, and some other things. This is very unique. This I will get a few refills for sure. And since we're enjoying the seafood, let's also start with some smoked salmon here. This is the regular one, I think. Let's get a small piece of salmon. Your typical smoked salmon, nice and smoky flavor, a bit salty, quite fatty, very nice. And this one is the one with the beetroot. Typically I don't like beetroot, but I do like salmon, so how bad can it be really? It has been marinated in some beetroot, but it's light and soft and definitely tasty. You mostly taste the salmon still. And let's continue with some of the cheese. Oh, quite salty. I can taste the truffle immediately. Very salty, truffle flavored yellow cheese. Consistency is hard. I'm a fan of cheese, so this one is just perfect. Mira got some sushi here.
They have small octopus like in Spain.
They have the small octopus. I like that too. Back in Spain, in Barcelona, when we visited Wok Dao, we will get some soon. Let's continue with this cheese. This one is the mimolette. I always wanted to try this one. It seems quite hard and very orange. Wow. This one is very interesting. It's kind of as if it has a little bit of moldy texture, but it's not like your typical blue cheese. It's not too salty. Kind of hard to describe, actually. I still don't know what to think about this one. I'll tell you again later. I might get a second piece.
Take the lamb.
And let's also take the one that was on the wheel. Looks like a flower, kind of. A little bit more creamy, a little bit more stinky. Also really nice. I think I'll continue with more cheese here because they have some really good ones. Let's try some of this ham here. Fold it 2 times and try to pierce all 4 layers. Has a little bit of fat, as you can see. The other side is meat. Cheers. Rich smoked taste. A little bit like Parma ham, but you can chew it much better. The Parma ham that I had in Spain was a little bit on the hard side. This one is much softer and almost melts in the mouth. And let's also have some of the big piece here. Looks like a typical yellow cheese. This one is a little bit more on the mild side, but it leaves you a smoky aftertaste, a little bit like provolone cheese. Every cheese so far was different. It had a different taste profile. And I liked most of them actually, so I will be getting more. Maybe we also get some bread later to try more cheese. Appetizers were all amazing. So let's continue with some seafood now. And this oyster can't wait any longer. Look how nice it looks with all the dressing. Let's give it a go. Oh wow, this is much creamier than the ones I had at Chatuchak Market. And with the dressing, you feel a nice combination in your mouth. You don't just feel the seafood taste from the oyster. Let's go for some razor clam now. I will use my hands because these are quite sticky and hard to pierce with a fork. This is a little bit more firm of a clam. It's not like the regular clams that kind of melt in your mouth. This has a firmness to it, which I'm a fan of. And the same nice seafoody taste. Let's try some snow crab. Let's go for the crab leg, shall we? I don't know how you're supposed to break those. It looks quite firm. Let's try to use our manly strength here and see what we can do. Actually, it's already opened. Never mind. We don't have to do anything. You can just open it even more and take it out like so. Big piece of crab. Should we use some of the sauce here? Let's put a little bit of cocktail sauce on this. Just a little. Have the bone in the middle. This is very fresh crab, very tasty. And some more with some of the white sauce. Let's not put too much. Honestly though, crab, even on its own, the last piece, it's very tasty when it's good, and this one is. Let's continue with some more meats now. We're mixing it up a little bit. We eat some meat, then some seafood, then some meat again, but that's what you do at a buffet. Let's start with some roasted duck here. This one is swimming in some nice sauce. A little bit of fat down here, just perfect piece. As you can see, it's covered in the sauce. Some light sweet and sour sauce. Seems like they've put something in the sauce that I cannot determine what it is. Mira tried also, she says maybe sugar cane. It has something aromatic to it, which is nice. I think I like it. Let's try this piece of pork here with the broccoli piece attached to it. They even have a light sauce. Let's try what this sauce tastes like. The piece like that was a little bit big. This is a little bit on the dry side, still very tasty. The sauce that it has on it looks a little bit like mashed potatoes, and it also tastes like mashed potatoes. Not much taste to it, lightly seasoned. And the last piece, also very nice. Oh,
Here we go.
she got it. Mira is struggling with a crab. And let's continue with some of the potato gratin. Typically, I don't take potatoes in a buffet, but this one looks like it has this nice bechamel on top of it. Might be cold now, but we will try to enjoy it regardless. Wow, this has the creamiest, fluffiest bechamel sauce on top. Not much seasoning in the bechamel. Typically you put some nutmeg, but this one, if it has very little, and it just feels airy and fluffy. And the meats from the carving station, let's try them. Cut a little piece, let's dunk it in the sauce a little. This is with the wine sauce on top. So the beef, very nice. It's a little bit on the rare side, but not to the point where it's dripping red juices, so at this level I can still eat it. The texture of the meat, I have to say, when it's well done, it's much easier to chew and to swallow. In this one, there is a little bit of chewing going on.
Do you think I can eat?
Mira is going to attempt to eat 2 shrimps at once with spicy sauce. Let's go. She did it. And that was all for round 1. Let's go start with another round of hot food. Let's go for round 2. Heading out for our round 2. The wonderful chefs back here are working hard as always. Let's grab another plate. Hand it over to Mira. What should we have next? Okay, they have some chicken with cashew nuts. Let's grab a little bit. And maybe another nut. Small portions because the choice here is just incredible.
With salty egg.
Some squid with salty egg. Mira wants more. Let's go hard on this. Here we have some steamed sea bass with chili and lime. This looks a little bit too spicy for my European taste buds. The roasted duck with red curry. Let's grab some of that. And maybe one more. I think Mira will like that. And I have missed my pad thai here. Let's grab a little bit. Excellent. And to assist all these things, let's grab some of the naan bread here. This is to assist with any sauce, any leftover sauce. Mira wants some river prawns. Let's take the last ones because she really likes them. One over here at the edge and the other one over here. Hopefully they refill those. Unfortunately, we took the last ones. A lady was waiting behind us. She will have to wait a little longer, I guess. And let's also grab some more oysters. Mira is going to try one of each. Vinaigrette and chili paste, no.
Oh, why not lah?
Let's also grab some sushi now. Let's grab one of these. We have California roll. And some sashimi here. And a little bit of the red ginger here. Also just a touch of the seaweed salad, my favorite. Always have to have a little. And to complete the plate, we have a little spot for some of the tiny octopus. Let's just grab one. Perfect. I think that's all for round two. We're gonna have to do some more cheese tasting later on. So let's start eating those first, and we can always get more later. This buffet gives you 4 hours after all, so no rush here. We can get many refills. We can enjoy this one until 10 p.m. Let's start from some sushi pieces. Don't have any soy sauce, but that's okay. Soy sauce just provides saltiness after all. Very fresh, melts in the mouth. Nice little spice by the ginger. Mira is gonna try a different kind of oyster. I had the fin de Claire oyster. Mira took everything else basically, so she's trying also a smaller one by the looks of it. How is it?
This kind a little bit meat, but it tastes nice.
So this one has less meat than the other ones that we had the other day, but it tastes better.
It's fresh and juicy. It's very nice.
You can see them here. She put a little greenery on top of them and some shallots. That's Mira's favorite after all, the seafood. I think here I'm gonna go for more cheese though, because it just looked amazing. And the variety in cheeses that they have is spectacular, I have to say. Standard seaweed salad, my favorite. Very nice, some sesame and sesame oil, I think. If you eat a lot of this, don't be scared the next day if something turns a little green. Happened to me one time, but then I figured out it was from the salad. And let's try this overloaded sushi here. I think it's tuna, some cucumber in there, and a spicy sauce, spicy mayo, I think. We just ate the salmon sashimi. Let's also eat the little octopus friend here. He's all curled up. Octopus was a friend, not anymore. In a light sauce, Japanese style sauce. I think it also has a little bit of sesame. Very nice. Mira here is enjoying the seafood. They are the reason why Mira is here. And here's the rest. Let's start with some of the pad thai, my favorite. It is a little sticky here for some reason. You can immediately taste the peanut. I miss this taste in Europe. Pad thai is, in my opinion, what every tourist should try at first when they visit Thailand. The most typical food that you can eat here, and it just tastes great. Everyone likes it, I think. And one more sip of our aperitif here. And this is the view of the outside now. You can see lights everywhere across the river. Very nice. Another boat is passing by here. Mira informs me that this is the buffet boat. They serve a buffet on this one. And as you can see, there is indeed a crowd on the top. Let's try some chicken with a cashew nut. We lost the nut, what can we do? Let's not eat Mira's piece, let's just tell you what the chicken tasted like. So it tasted a little spicy without any nuttiness, because there was a nut, but not anymore. It's on the floor now. And we're done with round two. We came for some sweet. Let's see what they have again, one more time. Thai dessert, Thai style dessert, mango with sticky rice. Obviously Mira likes that. She put some of the coconut milk as well on top. Assorted Thai dessert. Try one of those. She likes this one. Not sure why, but this one was the chosen one. Here they have some chocolate bonbon. They all look great. I think this is green tea maybe. Let's try it. Oh, these cannot be picked up easily. And maybe the white one too. And I think we're also about to have some of the lemon meringue pie. This looks just wonderful.
Sorry.
A lovely lady will help us here because it is very soft. You have to use your hand, okay? And Mira wants this one. Let's also use our hand, even though this one is harder. And also maybe one of the black macarons. And we will also have a creme brulee here. Put it together with the Thai desserts over here. Plate was full, so we got a new one. Here they have a raspberry bavarois. Wow. Let's have one. Chia seed pudding. As nice as this looks, I don't think we can have everything. A strawberry panna cotta. A mini chocolate mousse. Typically I would go for the chocolate mousse, but too many options. And after dark black forest with some flowers here. This just looks wonderful. Let's get it. Just based on looks alone, we have to get this. A cream caramel, which also looks fantastic. I think I will get that one too. We do have time here, so slowly we will finish everything. And this plate just fits one more. Which one will it be? Probably a cake from here. Mira got some of the coconut cake, green tea, blueberry cheesecake, or the premium chocolate cake. Oh, they all look amazing. Which one should we do? What do you think, Mira? Blueberry cheesecake. She wants the blueberry cheesecake, but we also want something. I think we'll try the green tea. Let's go for the green tea. Oh no, it's going to break. We have to assist it like this, but I think we're losing the top, probably. We will get it later. This belongs to us. Let's steal it. As best as we could do. I think there will be around 2 for the desserts because I still want to eat that chocolate cake. And this is what round 1 of the desserts looks. We're just 2 people, but we will try our best. Let's start with the desserts and see how much we can get finished. Here we have the cream caramel. Let's start with that actually. Should be a light and fluffy one. Shouldn't be too filling. Not too sweet actually, just creamy and airy. Mira is eating her Thai dessert here, as you can see. So basically Thai desserts, they are all soaked in coconut milk,
Sticky rice.
mango sticky rice in a sea of coconut milk.
Have to try this one. It's the best.
And apparently this flour is edible, so let's get a piece with the flour from this little sweet here. Seems to be a standard cream cake with some so the Black Forest with a cherry on top. Standard Black Forest taste. This is also not very sweet. They're all very light and airy, so you can eat a lot actually. I thought we won't be able to finish them, but they are very light, so I think we won't have any trouble. And the rest of the Black Forest. Give me sweet. I could feed on sweet alone, especially for dinner. I could skip dinner and just eat sweet. Mira enjoying another traditional Thai dessert.
Thai sweet is the best.
I will have to disagree. I think these types of sweets right here and right here, these are the best. And we are adding things to this plate right here. This is the creme brulee. Let's have a piece. Very rich, buttery, caramelized on top. This one is actually a little bit on the heavier side, but very tasty. The matcha green tea right here. Oops, we already broke a piece off. This one falls apart because it has a crust on top. So this is a choux, this is a fluffy dough thingy. It's the same that you find in profiterole actually, the Italian sweet. But this one is covered in green tea, has a very mild and tea-like flavor. But if you thought that was all, you are mistaken. We have another plate, and it is a full one. So let's try these little chocolates here. Let's try this white chocolate, you and me, with hearts. Good quality white chocolate with a cream inside. Quite sweet, but very tasty. Overall, everything we've tried so far, even the sweets, are excellent. Very impressed. And as the evening went on, we finished up our desserts and then also got some ice cream. Mira really enjoyed her ice cream. I went for the round 2 of the cheese section as promised. Quite a nice variety of cheeses here. I was impressed by the selection they had available. I tried most of them, small pieces of each, but very, very tasty. And after many refills of our drinks, it was finally time to say goodbye to this amazing buffet. Everything was great here. We had a wonderful evening, a wonderful dining experience at Flow at the Hilton. Which one was your favorite dish, Mira?
My favorite dish here is oyster because they have different kind of oyster to taste. It's very nice.
She liked the oysters, I agree. The small oyster that I tried was also very nice. And mine personally, I would have to go from the hot dishes. It was probably the chicken with the cashew nut that we ended up losing. This one was very well cooked. I really also liked the pork from the carving station. And of course, the huge variety of cheeses. Most of them were exceptional. Even the desserts though, it's really hard to choose just one. But if I had to, I would probably say the chicken with the cashew nut. And which was your favorite sweet, Mira?
Or I love or.
I agree. I think all of them were great. And with that, I think that's it for us for tonight. We really enjoyed our experience here. I hope you enjoyed too. Before we go though, let's try to go out and see the river one more time and we will sign off from there. Let's go. that's it from us for today. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you at the next one next week. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.